You don't want kids, but you had your eggs frozen, correct?
Yeah, because everyone's
You might, maybe down the right. You meet the right guy. Meet the right guy.
No, I don't. I don't want kids.
Right. Hold on. You got to be willing to compromise.
Who is going to take care of you when you get old? Or, don't worry, when you meet the right person, you're going to change your mind. Those are the response you get if you're a child-free by choice woman and you're telling somebody that doesn't get you, and you're saying, I don't want to ever have a child. I don't want to have a child at all. And they'd be like, oh, you're going to compromise. Don't worry, when the right person comes, it will talk you to it and he will change your mind. It's exhausting to see people still think this way. Let me read this clip for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
You don't want kids, but you had your eggs frozen, correct?
Yeah, because everyone's
You might, maybe down the right. You meet the right guy. Meet the right guy.
No, I don't. I don't want kids.
Right. Hold on. You got to be willing to compromise.
Not with my uterus.
Okay, you can have a what they call surrogate.
I don't want to have kids, babe.
Man say, babe, you know, babe, who gonna take? He gonna say, babe, who gonna take care of us when we get old?
You know, listen. If you're having kids so they can take care of you, I think that's unfair.
No, I don't think you.
But that's the thought process for a lot of people, right? Like, and I think it's unfair because it gives them a job. I have beautiful friends, and I don't consider age to be the only reason for like. I have friends that are in their 30s, right? That are in their 20s. Like, it's really about where your heart is at,
right?
And I will be fine. I will be taken care of, and I will be supported because I support people, and you get what you give.
When speaking with someone that don't get it, it can be very annoying. It doesn't get it. They don't listen. They can't understand why you say you don't want to have children. This way I don't get it. I don't understand. What do you mean that she's going to compromise, or when she met the right person, she's going to change her mind? The right person doesn't want to have a child as well. The right person would not even want to see her pregnant. The right person for her doesn't want her to have a child. Don't they get it? Like, don't they get it? If you're a child-free by choice woman, how do you feel when you tell someone that you don't want to have children, or you guys are just having conversation, probably family or friends, or even a stranger, and you say you don't want to ever have a child? How do you feel when they tell you this kind of thing? Because I get so annoyed. Like, what is the people's problem? What do you mean that somebody is going to take care of you when you get old? And I am not even childfree by choice. I have a daughter. So imagine if I was childfree by choice, I will fight you. Because why should you think that having a child is because you want someone to take care of you when you get old? Why? I have a few reactions to share with you all. Let's go ahead and watch the reactions together. I really like to know your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section, and I'll see you all at the end of all the reaction.
You know, listen. If you're having kids so they can take care of you, I think that's unfair.
You know what's so crazy about this? I agree. Like, this is very selfish, and it'd be for the littlest things. Like, I don't want to wash dishes, and it's like, it's because I had you. So you had kids for them to wash dishes, and to clean the house, and to go and send you on chores. That's why I had you. The fuck? Do you hear yourself? And you expect me to want to have kids? Fuck that. This is extortion. No. If this is the case, if you brought me in this world, then I'm gonna have to ask you to take me out. Because for every little thing you're asking me to do, you're saying that this is because I had you. Take me out. Just take me out. Because it be so petty over the dumbest things. These are your choices. Why are you making me do things for your choices? I don't want to. I have a choice.
I don't want kids.
Right. Hold on. You got to be willing to compromise.
Come on, Shannon. This is actually the problem with men. They just don't listen. They don't listen when we tell them what it is we want. They don't listen when we tell them no. And now they won't listen when we tell them we don't want kids. Now, y'all saw that clip. Did it look like she was confused in any way? Because what it looked like to me was that she was severely annoyed at trying to explain her personal decisions to a man that didn't want to accept it. She said she doesn't want any goddamn kids.
Man say, babe, you know, babe, who gonna take, he gonna say, babe, who gonna take care of us when we get old?
I fully believe that people get into relationships, get married, have kids, simply for the fact of they want the benefits that come with being in a relationship, having kids, and not necessarily because they actually want to be in a relationship, because they want to be married, because they want kids. Like, I had this conversation with my friend yesterday where we were talking about how some people are dating and they're like, I want to be married, I want a relationship, I want to have kids. And it's like, that's amazing, that's really good. But do you like the person that you're having those kids with, that you're in a relationship with? A lot of people are going through like this checklist of, I got the partner, next comes the kids, I got the kids, next comes this, you know? And it's like, but you don't even like who you're having kids with. Like, do you actually like them for them? Or are they just fulfilling the purpose? Are you just benefiting off of them? And sadly, I think that's a lot of relationships from what I've seen. Because a lot of, like, the divorce rate's crazy, you know? And usually it's initiated by the woman later in life. But that tells you a lot, right? A lot of women, I think, somebody asked me, like, I went on a date recently and they asked me, like, my opinion because they were divorced. I've gone on a lot of dates with divorced men who have kids. And on my last date, they asked me, like, what my opinion was on, like, why we see more women filing for divorce versus, like, the men filing for divorce. And I was like, I think it's because of a lot of things, you know? At one point, you talked about hormones, life-changing, like, because you're going through menopause and all these things, and, like, maybe you don't have a supportive partner, or you realize, like, this isn't the partner that you actually like. You know, you were hoping to have the happy life. You were hoping to have the white picket fence or whatever it is you're dreaming of. And you think, okay, I have this person, I'm going to build that with that person. It never comes. And it's like, it never came because they weren't the right person. You just try to make it happen with that person. And sometimes you make it happen with that person physically, but emotionally and spiritually, like, it doesn't happen. So you're not fulfilled and you end up going through divorce. And then there's, like, a whole other route of, like, it could be, I think society still pushes a lot of women to get married at certain ages, like, with that, by a certain age, even culturally, you know. And so we also have a lot of issues with, like, self-esteem in general, across the board, not just women, you know. And so there's a lot of codependency that's taught, toxicity that's taught. And so people think they're building love with somebody, but it's really attachment. And so you get into these relationships hoping to get love from that person, to fulfill a void that you haven't worked on, a wound that you haven't healed. And they might help you with some of it, but in the long run, eventually you're going to run into issues. It might be because you haven't worked on your own wound that they can't help you with or whatever. But I think that's also a big part of it. You end up getting to a point where you're like, I'm never going to get the love I thought I was going to get from this person. And I'm not even getting the support I want. Even if it's not love, I'm not getting the support either. Or, you know, vice versa. And yeah, it all comes back to, I think a lot of people pick people to fulfill a dream, a goal, but in the end, they're picking the wrong person. Like, they don't actually like that person. They like the role that they think that person could fill.
Maybe down the right. You meet the right guy. Meet the right guy.
No, I don't. I don't want kids.
The amount of times that I have been told, when you find the right man, you're just gonna want to have kids. No, that's not how that works. The right man is also not gonna want to have kids. The right man, the right future husband, is also not gonna want me to subject myself to something that I don't want. If at any point in the conversation when we are dating, I say I don't want kids, and he's really amazing, and all of the boxes check off, and he says, yeah, I just really want a family. Guess what? I'm out. Because it doesn't matter how perfect everything lines up. That is a hard no for me. And if you want kids, then you are not the perfect man for me. This needs to stop being said. I will find the right person for me who also does not want to have kids.
Man say, babe, you know, babe, who gonna take, he gonna say, babe, who gonna take care of us when we get old?
This is why we ask people at the beginning of our relationships, Do you want kids, yes or no? And if you do want kids, that's when you can start having conversations and start compromising, like, hey, I can't get pregnant, or I don't want to get pregnant. How can we move forward with having kids? Then you bring solutions. Either we do surrogacy, either we do adoption, etc., etc. But both people involved do want kids, vice versa. Whereas if someone says they do not want kids and you come back with who's going to take care of us when we get old, that's the reason you want kids. A whole 20, 30, 40, like, guys, being a parent is a full-time job, okay? It doesn't stop just because your kids are 18. It's a lifetime. And you want this person who has told you, I don't want kids, to be a parent because you want someone to take care of you when you're older? Get out of here.
Some will even say, when you have kids, it's just 2 years of your life. When you give birth, just 2 years of your life, you'll be all right. It's a lie, oh. How do you have kids? Just so when your child clocks 2, you will leave the child and say, I'm done, or what? These are things that people tell women that say they don't want to have a child, or women that say, I want to go child free. These are the things they tell them, and to me it's very annoying because they don't even make sense saying that I should have a child. I should have a child because I'm looking for someone that will take care of me when I grow old. Is that no selfishness? Is that no wickedness? So I'm looking for someone that will take care of me when I grow old. So that's the reason why I should give birth to a baby, to a child, so that my old age can be secured. Then again, he was talking about compromising. Yes, these men, they are quick to deceive. Just as some of the stitches were like, if everything is perfect, you're everything I want in a man, but then you say that you want a family, you want to have a child, they leave. These men already know that when they tell you they'll have a child, they want a child, that you will leave. So what they do is they would pretend and say, I don't also want to have a child. I also want to be child-free by choice. Then you continue the relationship. You're already deep in the relationship. In fact, they marry you. You both get married and boom, they start complaining. I think I want a family. I think I want a child. And because some women, they are not so strong. Some women are like, because I really love him. They will get pregnant. But the ones that are like, they already know what they want. They don't want to have children, and they stick to it that I don't want to have children. They are out. They are out of the relationship because you deceived them initially that you don't want a child, and now they are in the relationship. Now you're saying you want a child. That is 419. You're a fraud. What's your take on this conversation? I really love to hear your thoughts and comment section respectfully. It's your girl Myra David, and thank you all so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by just thumbsing up, subscribing, turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified for you to enjoy another interesting video that I post. All right, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.